More than 22.5 million Americans have already voted early. Incredible and staggering for the analysts.
Vote.
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 Vote. Please, go out there and vote.
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 Go out and vote. You gotta vote.
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 If you don't do nothing else, go vote.
But what if I told you vote's not enough? What if I told you that we've already traveled down this road 45 times only to find ourselves at the same dead end? I'm not telling you that we shouldn't vote. I'm simply telling you that voting alone is not enough. The main argument people make to why we should vote is that our ancestors sacrificed and died to give us that right. But that's only a small portion of why they sacrificed and died. There's a plethora of other rights and values that they sacrificed and died for, many of which we completely overlook and ignore because all we want to do is vote. Malcolm X sacrificed and died trying to wake us up, to make us aware of the enemy that we face and teach us the importance of knowledge of self. When I look around today, I see millions of us sleepwalking, devoid of knowledge of self, and very few Malcolms trying to wake us up because all we want to do is vote. Fred Hampton sacrificed and died to teach us the importance of unity and Black power. But today, many of us look at the idea of Black power as antiquated, and we don't even like being around each other. Marcus Garvey sacrificed and died to teach us the importance of Black pride, self-identity, and self-sufficiency. But sadly, many of us today walk around prideless with no desire to pull our resources and build our own, because all we want to do is vote. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, one of the men who sacrificed and fought harder than anyone for us to have the right to vote, also came to the realization that vote's not enough. And in one of his final speeches before being assassinated by the American government, he said we need to march down to D.C.
To get our check.
in the form of reparations. But yet I hear very few of you demand reparations today because all you want to do is vote. So was Fred Hampton's sacrifice in vain? Was Marcus Garvey's sacrifice in vain? Was Malcolm's sacrifice in vain? Because all we want to do is vote. But what about all the other things? What about the blueprints that they laid for us to follow? What about all the values and morals that we're ignoring that's causing our self-destruction? We can't just vote and expect things to change. We can't expect a change of face in the White House to change our problems, because this system was never designed to address our problems. They don't care about our problems. They've never made any attempt to act like they do. And by the way we act, we don't care about our problems because all we want to do is vote. I hear a lot of people say if you don't vote, you don't have the right to complain. But I say, if you vote and do nothing else, you don't have the right to complain. What do we expect to change? What's going to make the 46th choice any different from the others? I'm going to tell you, based on history, nothing will change. We've been killed with impunity by police under all 45 administrations, and somehow believe that magically all of our issues will change when we replace one blatant racist with another. The day of the election, race soldiers posing as police will be murdering us with impunity on the streets. The day of the inauguration, people who look like you and I will be murdering one another without outrage. We will continue to be the poorest. We will continue to be the most incarcerated. Systematic and systemic racism will continue. The wealth gap between black and white will continue to grow. Nothing will change simply because a change of face in the White House, unless we stop depending on politicians and looking to them as our savior. They are not, and they can give a damn about our agenda. We have to make our agenda their priority by sticking it in their face and being relentless, demanding reparations, showing our pride, pooling our resources, doing all the things that our ancestors collectively taught us to do. We can't just depend on voting. Voting is not enough. Wake up and realize you need to get involved.
Vote.